Well, here we go. The DJI Mini Pro. Is it still worth it? We shall see. Ooh, look at that snow. It won't be long, and the flakes will be flying. Let's see if we can find our takeoff spot. Boom, there it is. The motor's winding up, and we're off to the races. You can see it's a mostly overcast day. We're going to bring the old Mini 3 Pro up. Let her get some idea where she's at, even though she doesn't have precision landing. Or take it out for a short flight and discuss whether the Mini 3 Pro is still worth getting. Okay, we're headed due north. We've got a 5 to 10 mile an hour wind. And we're going to switch around here quick, and we're going to head due south with the wind, I think. Well, we're going to take a look around first. Let's see if I can make you all dizzy. Yeah, let's see. Oh, my mistake. I still think we're going to flip it here. There we go. And she's on her way. Now, this is just a short flight of the Mini 3 Pro. I just put out a Mini 4 Pro video, and just a comparison. You guys can look and see the video I put out from the same place. It's a little different area going a different direction the other day, and this is right after it. And my question is, on this flight, is the Mini 3 Pro still worth it? Well, we'll take a look at this flight. I'm going to head due south. I've got the wind with me a little bit. I've got some trees that I've got blocking me a little bit, so the video signal is not going to be as strong as the previous flight on the Mini 4 Pro that you'll see in my playlist. But the Mini 3 Pro still takes great video. She's wearing a, let's see, I think she's got an ND16 filter on her also today. And a lot of times I'll take off those ND filters late in the year because I like the contrast. I don't need a motion blur in my videos. I'd rather have the contrast on a winter's day. So let's look and see what the video looks like. Video still looks great on the Mini 3 Pro. I think the video is probably every bit as good as my Mini 4 Pro. Can't really tell much of any difference at all. They both do a great job. As you can see, we're going to kind of skirt this guy's lake here. Boy, I wish I could wet a line in that lake. Ooh, look at the reflection of the clouds in that lake. Isn't that pretty? As you can see, this is in December, not quite mid-December. Like I said, this is the same day, just a couple minutes after my last Mini 4 Pro flight that you'll see. And I got to thinking, well, how will she compare to her newer, younger sister, the Mini 4 Pro? And we'll look and see. The Mini 3 Pro and the Mini 2 Pro, they are a little bit more prone to the DJI gimbal tilt, especially in the wind. Now, as far as wind goes, I think the Mini 3 Pro handles the wind every bit as good as my Mini 4 does. Every bit as good. No, nothing out in the fields. I've been looking for deer and turkey on some of these flights. And there's a highway coming up. We're going to try to sneak across here and go a little ways. Now, one or two other things different. The Mini 3 Pro does not have precision landing like the Mini 4 Pro does. I use precision landing a lot. You'd be surprised. Sometimes I'm out in the woods and I've got trees all around me, and that Mini 4 Pro will drop right through there to where she took off almost every time. The Mini 3 Pro, if it gets within 10 feet, I'm doing a pretty good job. So I got to be careful if I'm in the heavy woods with the Mini 3 Pro. You can see the gimbal tilt looks good today. Not much problem with that. Of course, she's flying with the wind. When she gets clockwise, counterclockwise the wind, or flying a little bit with the wind starboard, she she gets a little angle tilt in that gimbal, but not much, not bad at all. Let's see. Here's another nice lake I wish I could wet a line in. Now, the Mini 4 Pro has a lot of features, you might say, that the Mini 3 Pro doesn't, but I very seldom use them. Every once in a while I'll use them, and when I do, I'm usually not recording because I'm just using them, testing them out, waypoints, points of interest, all that junk that comes on the Mini 3 Pro. I'm more of a fly by the seat of the pants guy. That's what I bought it for. I didn't buy it for necessarily the automation of what it can do for me as a pilot. I can do most of the things it can do manually, and I'd rather fly it myself. So that's why you'll see very seldom that I'm using anything like points of interest or waypoints or anything else like that. I would just rather fly on my own. I enjoy that more than sitting there making videos describing all the features. You get plenty of those out on YouTube already by the influencers and the guys that get all their stuff free. So I'm not one of them guys. I just like flying. So as you can see, she's reached about where her signal will start dropping out here, and will turn around and come back. That is one thing I will say. The Mini 4 Pro does have OcuSync. It's OcuSync 4? 3, whatever it is. Anyway, okay, we're going to turn around here. We're about at its end of its range. The Mini 3 Pro does not have the same level of OcuSync that the Mini 4 does. And therefore, I do not get the range that the Mini 4 Pro gets, but I have plenty of range, as you can see, to satisfy almost any need I want with the Mini 3 Pro. So we're flying back into the wind here, and she's doing real well. I'm just in normal mode. If I was just taking my time and goofing around and trying to get some real cinematic stuff, I'd be in cine mode, but not in that today. We're just going to get back. Like I said, this was a short flight just to test the stability and the picture quality, which is mostly what I go for, when I'm flying. I'm not flying for features now. I'm not comparing all of the features, the Mini 4 Pro against the Mini 3 Pro, against my Mini 2, against my old Phantoms and things like that. Naturally, you're going to have a lot more features in the newer ones, but as far as actual flying the drone, man, the Mini 3 flies every bit as good as my Mini 4 Pro does. There's just no doubt in my mind. I've been flying for a long time, flying a lot of drones before DJI ever became big. And it does a real good bang-up job. If you're not wanting to spend the money on a Mini 4 Pro, and don't get me wrong, Mini 4 Pro's got some fabulous things about it, and it's well worth the money as far as I'm concerned. But for what you get for the Mini 3 and the price of the Mini 3 Pro right now, boy, it's hard to go wrong with it. Just hard to go wrong. And we're going to fly over this little horse stable cattle ranch deal here, and I think you can see there's some cows or horses or something out there in those little stalls. Yeah, they're closed off there. Yeah, horses. And they do a lot of rodeo stuff here. They have rodeos and a lot of other things there, and they breed and everything else here. So we'll just head back towards where we're at. I think I see myself. Let me see. Yeah, I'm right up there. There's a beautiful home there, a beautiful circle drive, and we'll come back this way and veer to the left. So, like I said, the video was about, is it still worth buying today? And I got the Mini 3 Pro. See, there's a little angle gimbal tilt there, which you can take out. You can zero that out, but I never do. I like seeing what it'll do on its own, and it's just a hair, but not bad at all. I bought the Mini 3 Pro the day it was available, and I haven't regretted it one bit. My only regret is I don't have enough time to fly a Peggy Sue, which is the Mini 2, and Thelma Lou and Betty Lou. as much as I'd like to. You know, the Mini 2, Mini 3, and Mini 4 Pros. Uh, I just don't have enough time, plus my Phantoms. Uh, but I try to divide it up evenly. The Mini 2 isn't getting as much flight time now. One of the reasons is my phone, the connector on my phone doesn't work on it anymore, where you plug it in. You know, you plug in and out so many times with a USB connector, and pretty soon that port doesn't work anymore. So just from yanking it in and out. So I have to fly it with a tablet, which is a little more of a hassle. But I like flying the Mini 2 also. Great drone. So I see myself right there. I'm over there to the right. There's a water tower right there, that white one that we flew in the Mini 4 Pro video just prior to this. So you'll have a good idea where I'm at there. We're flying back into the wind now. She seems pretty stable going in the wind. I haven't had any problems at all with the Mini 3 Pro since I bought it, basically. She's flown through as high a winds as the Mini 4 Pro. She's flown in, got caught in some rainstorms, a few thunderstorms, out in the snow a couple times. She is a workhorse. You know, I used to think my Phantom 3 was a workhorse, and my Phantom 3 Advanced, and the Phantom 4 Pro, but this little dude is a workhorse. She's like the Mini 2 Pro, just a nice flying little machine. So, let's get back to what I was saying. The video says it all right there. If you like to fly, and you're not wanting every newest feature out there, and if you're like me and you're a seat of the pants fly guy that just is not making videos to try to get people to buy stuff or because somebody's giving me something for free, I don't think you can go wrong with this Mini 3 Pro. Now, the big question, like I said when I started out, is it still worth it? With what else is out on the market, and its biggest competitor was the Nano Plus, I think it's worth every penny. Now, you can buy a Nano Plus for a little bit more money. It's got a little bit better camera, and that's just because of the HDR. You know, it's got a better color saturation, and it's got a little bit better camera, but to me, not worth the extra money. And the Mini 3 Pro flies circles around the Nano Plus. I got rid of the Nano Plus. Took great video, but it flew like a piece of junk compared to the Mini 3. So there you go. If I were you and you didn't want to spend the money on the Mini 4 Pro, I'd go ahead and go with the Mini 3 Pro. You'll get just as much fun out of it as you will the Mini 4 Pro. You can't go wrong with either one. DJI products, you know, there's some problems with them naturally because they're so proprietary. I mean, they basically have total control over your product at all times. So if you can deal with that, the Mini 3 Pro, like I said, is just, in my opinion, as far as flying now and the video quality, I think it's just about every bit as good as the Mini 4 Pro. Just Mini 4 Pro does a few more things, you know, higher record rates and things like that, but you know, do you need them? Yeah, not really. Not unless you're a professional, and I am a professional photographer, used to be, but I am not anymore. But I think you can get by fine with this, and you'll see it flies just great. Now, it's a little off here. I let it do its own landing. The Mini 4 Pro on the video for this, it hit right on the spot. But as you can see, this is off a little bit, so I'll go ahead and stop it, and I'll grab control of it. Well, I hope you like this video. Give you something to think about if you're thinking about getting a DJI drone. You can't go wrong with either one of them. The Mini 2, excellent. Still an excellent drone. Mini 3, super. Mini 4, great drone. Anyway, stay safe, everybody. Try to treat each other the way you want to be treated. The golden rule is still the best rule to follow. And we'll get a chance. We'll put some more content out there for you soon. And here we go. Let's see. Come on. You know where you need to go. thanks for watching. Everybody stay safe out there, and we'll get back to you soon. And here we go. Bam. Thank you.